Hi everyone, it's Sarah from Plan Sarah Plan, and welcome to my review of the 2025-26 Erin Condren Academic Planner. Welcome to my channel. I'm glad you're here. I love to review planners, and this is a planner that I actually purchased myself. I was not sent this as a gift. I just really wanted to have it because of the changes that I saw on the inside. I'm probably going to gift this, but I don't know. I might find a way to use it myself. First of all, before we dig in, can we just admire this nice cover? This is one of a line of, I think, two designs. There's strawberries and cherries, and I just chose the cherries. I'll tell you why. A little quick story. When I was a little girl and we would visit one of my grandmother's houses in West Virginia, she had a game called Hi-Ho Cherry-O, and I used to love to play that game. We did not have it at home, so that was just something that I loved to do, and it was special, and it reminded me of her, so I chose the cherries, and I have it personalized, and the font on it is like a script, and I think it's really pretty and kind of fun. All right, so when you open this up, I think you have two options, a colorful version as well as what I have here, which is pastel. And then it looks like this is perforated, but it's actually not. This is just a grayscale kind of a backing here. It's like a pale gray, and the font is a darker gray. It just says Academic Planner, Erin Condren, name and school. It doesn't say made in the USA, which the other planners do. Here it is, made in the USA. It is. So normally in the Life Planner, it says proudly made in the USA. That is not on this cover page, but it is made in the USA, it says right here. So when you turn the page, you get this 18 months at a glance, and this is similar to, or maybe identical to the Life Planner. 18 months at a glance spread, all Sunday start calendars, and then you got heritage and awareness observances on the left here, the class schedule here. I hope there are two of these. Yes. So I imagine one is for your fall term and then the other is for your spring term. You can have 2 lines per subject, or you can have 2 different subjects like within an hour. This says it's for the time here. So you could just put the hours of the school day over here, but I was thinking you would put subjects over here, but I guess that's really not how you do it. You would put your subjects in here. So like if you have band every single day and you have choir 3 days a week or whatever, you would just plot it according to the time. Okay, that makes sense now that I have thought about it. And you have start date and end date for the term, and a little notes area at the bottom, and another class schedule on the left. And then a notes page that's front and back. And then it starts with July. It's actually a 13-month planner. I did notice that right off the bat. This goes through July of 2026, the whole month. So if your school, you don't need this in July because your school started in August, it's still okay. You still get 12 months if you started it with August. So it looks like this, the pastel version anyway, no design at all, just very minimal, very functional. And then your dashboard, so to speak, each month looks like this. Goals with 4 bullet points, but use as many as you want to. A nice big to-do list that says top to-dos, important dates, and so you've got a little slash here to put your date and then whatever the event is or the deadline or due date. Notes and reminders. Deadline tracker, and this is really neat because you can keep track of oodles of deadlines here, homework assignments or whatever. And if you're not using this as a student because you just like it for some part of your life, like maybe a work planner, or maybe you are a content creator and you want to use it for that, you can use this deadline tracker a whole different way. It's really just a ledger, so you can change these. You could even use this for budgeting if you wanted to. It's just one sheet, so it could be like a bill tracker. It would be probably enough for anyone's monthly bills that recur each month. And then look, here's what's really new, and I bet you've seen this by now, but I love this because it is in essence aligned vertical with subjects down the left side over here. So I am in love with this. I love the lines. I love that you get lots of writing space. It's wider than 1.5 inches. So if you're planning on using this with a planner sticker, it is going to be wider than most planner stickers. Like this is 1.5 inches typical size planner sticker. And if I were to place this on here, you can see how there's a good 1/2 inch extra or so. Looks like 1/4 inch on each side of that there. So 1/2 inch more. So these are probably 2-inch columns. The easiest way for me to tell you for sure would be to measure, right? Instead of just using a sticker. Yeah, that's a 2-inch column. So it doesn't actually fit your planner stickers perfectly, but if you are using this for list making or big to-dos for the whole day, you could, I mean, there's so many possibilities with this. It does have checklists down here for to-dos, but you could make this entire thing to-dos if you wanted to. You can even draw a little column there, maybe 1/2 inch in, and then that way your planner stickers would fit if that was important to you. So like if you put it here and then you took a ruler and you just playing around here with ideas, if you took a ruler and you did a vertical line that was approximately 1/2 inch in, that could be where you check things off, and then it would fit planner stickers to the right of that. Just a little idea that occurred to me. But also you don't need to use stickers at all. You can just use it for what you want to. But there are some stickers in the back and they are 1.5 inches wide. So I just thought I would go over the sticker possibilities, at least briefly. But you could write things like your subjects, like first period, second period, third period, fourth period, etc. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So my school had 7 periods. So I imagine most high schools do have 7 periods. But if you're a college student, you could just put your times in here, and then you could put your classes in, or you could just put the names of the subjects, not periods, but like, you know, business 101 and psych 120, whatever, your different classes. And then you could put your assignments with those. Or if you are not using it as an academic planner, you could just put different areas of your life. And if you want a great big list from one area, just combine some of these. Like you could white out the little divider. I'm not going to do it in case I gift this, but you could white out this little divider and make that all one area if you're super busy in one particular aspect. And then you could use smaller section for other areas such as errands or family or cleaning or something, any kind of an area that you need to keep a list for. And you could make one of these sections for appointments if you wanted to. There's a very thin margin at the top. So this planner is not really set up for decorating. It's thinner than like most washi tape. So even if you were going to use washi tape, it would have to be like a skinny washi tape to fit up here, unless you covered up your day headers and then put some date covers on top of it. That you could certainly do that. And then look at this subtle change of color from June, where you have like that buttercream yellow, and then it goes into that pale sage with July 1st. So all of July is going to have that very, very soft sage color. And then when you get to August, you got the big font here that you may have seen in, I think it was the teacher planner, has an option to have the pastels, which has this same look. And the month is very bare. All of this is just strictly functional. So keep it that way or doll it up if you want to. Saturday and Sunday are split, but they're 2 inches wide, so you have a bit more room than you would have if these were 1.5 inch columns like in the vertical, or 1.65 inches in the hourly. So it is a little bit wider, so it might not be that big of a deal that they are split in half there. So we're not going to go through every page, but we do want to see these pretty colors. So here's September, and it's mint. October is this sort of bluish, kind of grayish blue. And this is a nice lilac in November. December is another purple, maybe amethyst. And then January looks gray to me. I think it's just gray. And then February is blush, perfect for Valentine's Day. March is like mauve. And April is, I would call this like terracotta or a dark beige. And then this might be a sand color, a light tan for May. And then June is just this gorgeous dandelion yellow. This is really nice. I called it buttercream, but I think when you go into the days, it is lighter. So that's more like the buttercream that I was describing. When you look at this, it's bolder. And then you got all of July. So it's a 13-month planner. This goes all the way to August 2nd of 2026. And then there is a projects and exams page. So this is in addition to that big deadline tracker that you could use for projects and exams, your deadline tracker here. So this might be for really super big ones, like a term paper, something like that. And you get plenty of them. So you get one, this is on a tab page, so it's thick. And it says projects on the tab. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh my goodness. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. You get 25 pages of those. I think that's probably too much, unless you want to just do like every little assignment. That's a whole lot. And I don't have last year's academic planner here with me. Whenever I review an academic planner, I generally give it to one of my piano students, and so I don't keep them here. But I think this is new, all of this stuff here. So for a college student, maybe this is ample and more than ample. I doubt for a middle schooler or a high schooler they're going to use all of that. But I mean, I guess it's better to have more than you need than not enough. And then you get some notes pages. So we'll count these up. Quite a few actually. It's like not enough to take notes for a class, but enough to help you stay organized with any extra notes that you need to jot down. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20, 22. And I think that's it. 22 notes pages. And you may have seen the sticker sheet that was back here. So these are stickers that are in like complementary hues, and there are 10 colors. And this column says exam, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 exams, and then a blank one that you can just label any way you want to. Midterm, quiz, test, read, study guide, no class, vacation, study, paper due. So that might be enough for a typical student, college or otherwise. I don't know what study guide means. Tell me if you know what that means. I don't know what that is for, like making a study guide for something, like for a test that you're working on. Is that what that is? And it's just terminology I'm not familiar with. But it's a nice thick planner. There's no pocket. So it's not as expensive as the life planner. And one of the reasons why they're able to do that is because there's no pocket back here. The coil is just the same quality, and I think you can choose to upgrade your coil. This was platinum, so there's no extra charge. If you like silver, then you are all set with no extra charge. But if you choose like yellow gold or rose gold, then those coils would cost $10 more. Another reason they are able to keep the price lower than the life planner is because there's no vellum sheet right here. So the life planner has like this fancy vellum sheet in front of the title page. 1 sheet of stickers as opposed to 4. That's another reason. But I think all in all, it has as many pages, maybe even more, I don't know. But this looks comparable to a 12-month life planner in pages. So it's a good value. And if you don't need some of the things that are in the life planner, then you might be able to use this as a life planner and save a little bit of money But even if like money saving is not what you're after, you really just like this lined weekly layout like I do. I mean, I love planners. I have to make myself give the planners away because I really, really love the planners, and I can't, I can't use them all the time, but they're like toys to me. I like to play with them sometimes and then put them away, use another one, and then play with a different one for a while. So I may think of a way to use this myself, or I may gift it. But I just thought that it would be fun to share this with you. I know that I have a lot of moms in my audience and grandmothers in my audience, some teachers in my audience, and so I thought this might be interesting to you. So thank you for watching. I've got an Erin Condren affiliate link down in the video description if you want to pick up one. It wouldn't cost you anything extra to click on my affiliate link, and it would give me just a little tip. And I would so appreciate that extra step. And I appreciate you watching. Let me know if you have any questions and what your thoughts are about this new layout. I should mention, it's available in an A5 as well. The A5 is not coiled. It is a soft bound. So I don't have my hands on one of those, but check out some videos of people who have those. They may have measured the columns, and perhaps those are 1.5 inches. Who knows? And that would fit the standard planner sticker size just right. But that one's not going to come with a sheet of stickers coiled in. It's going to be less expensive than this one, but it won't have these stickers. The paper will feel just a little bit different. It'll still be really nice though. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.